welcome back. My name is Bianca Enivio. Today we will focus on side body stretches. So let's get started. Come to the front of your mat. Find Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Bring your big toes together to touch. Lift the toes off the floor, spread those toes apart and then relax them back down. Engage your glutes. Squeeze your legs together, squeeze your glutes together. Engage your core. Pull the lower belly in. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and then all the way back and down. Open your palms to the front of the mat, the front of the room. And if you haven't yet, gently close your eyes. Take a moment to arrive. Take a few breaths. Breathe in and out of your nose. Take a cleansing breath with an open mouth exhalation. Let's take two more like this. Breathe in. Let it all go out. One more. And then settle in to your neutral breath pattern. Creating this sound in the backs of your throats on your exhales. And then gently open your eyelids. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, get long. And then hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Reach those arms up to the ceiling and then all the way over to the left. Find a side stretch here in your right side body. Don't lose your hips, keep your hips as neutral as possible. Pull the lower belly in. Think about growing tall instead of leaning over to the left. And if you would like, cross your right foot behind your left foot. Stay there for another breath. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Keep the legs as they are. Bend your knees, hinge from your hips. Take a forward fold over your crossed legs here. Take two more breaths. One more. With control, engage your core. Keep the legs as they are. Roll back up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead while you breathe in. Uncross your legs. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Reach your arms all the way up and then over to your right. Stay here for a breath. And again, if you want to feel a deeper stretch, cross the left foot behind the right. Breathe into your left side body here. Grow tall, neutralize those hips. Inhale, reach your arms back overhead. Keep the legs as they are. Hinge from your hips, flex your knees a tiny bit, bend them a tiny bit, and then take a forward fold all the way down. Stay here for two more breaths. With control, engage your core. Keep the legs as they are. Roll yourself back up to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Maybe look up and cross your legs. And then again, hinge from your hips, bend your knees, take a forward fold all the way down. Interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Relax your nose to your knees. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more. And then let gravity work here while gently bringing your hands over your head. Be aware of your shoulders here. Don't push too much. Don't slam into your joints. And then switch the interlace, bring the opposite thumb on top. One more breath. And then relax your hands down to the mat. Inhale, find a halfway lift, reach your heart forward and up. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step back into your first plank here. Push yourself away from the floor. Have your feet hip-width apart. Spread those shoulder blades apart. Pull the belly button in. Squeeze those glutes. Crown of the head is reaching forward while the heels reach back. We stay here for 2 more breaths. One last one. And bring your knees down. Shift your weight forward over your hands. And then shift it all the way to the right, all the way back to the left. So we are circling around the wrists here. Begin slow to your breath. Begin with small circles and then get bigger and bigger. Maybe sitting all the way back onto your heels, really making sure you're pressing the whole palm down in each hand. And then let's switch directions, circling the other way. So we're just taking another moment here to warm up the wrists. And then find neutral tabletop again. Point the fingertips out to the sides. Gently swing from side to side here with your weight. Push those palms all the way into the mat, fingers into the mat. And then gently shift forward and back. And then keep the hands as they are, but bring your forearms together to touch here. And then from here again, gently swing from side to side. Press the whole palms down. And then gently swing to front and back. Last one, find your neutral tabletop here. Point the fingers all the way back to your knees. Now this might already be enough for you. Otherwise, lean forward and then lean back. You can even come onto your fingers here and lift those palms off the floor. And then bring it back down, lean forward and do this again. Go slow, very careful, listen to your body. Don't do anything what doesn't feel good. Back off if you have any signs of pain. And then flip your palms, your hands back to neutral. Find tabletop here. Inhale, reach your heart forward and up. Exhale, round the spine all the way up to the ceiling. Find your cat. Let's take 2 more rounds like this. Breathe and drop the belly button. Reach the heart forward and up. Find cow. Exhale, cat, round the spine all the way up to the ceiling. One more time like this. Inhale, drop the belly button even lower. Reach your heart even higher. Exhale, maybe come onto your fingertips. Spread those shoulder blades apart, find cat here. Bring your hands back down, inhale in your neutral tabletop, tuck your toes under, exhale, downward dog, reach those hips up high and back. Push yourself away from the floor, pedal those feet, bend your knees. Maybe shift your hips from side to side to feel this nice side stretch in your side body. You're gonna stay here for another breath. Maybe shake your head, no and yes. One more breath. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, and take a few steps to the front of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift when you are there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge from your hips, bend your knees, take a forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, step your feet back, plank pose here, breathe in. Exhale, bring your knees down, come into a 90 degrees bend elbow, and then bring your chest, your chin down. Reach your chest forward and up, keep those elbows tight, inhale in your cobra here. And then tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back, maybe even tabletop or over your plank to downward dog. We stay here for another breath. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands, bring your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Breathe in here. Breathe out, relax your shoulders down where you reach your arms up to the ceiling. Pull your lower reps in. If you don't feel a good stretch on your left hip flexor, you might want to walk your right foot further forward, bend a little bit deeper into your front knee. Keep the right knee over your right ankle. And then from here, interlace your hands behind your back. Reach those hands down towards the floor behind you while you reach your heart up to the ceiling. Maybe look up, open your chest. Don't lose your front knee here. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, twist yourself open to the right. Breathe in here. Breathe out. 2 more breaths like this. One last one. And then relax the right hand to your back left thigh. Reach the left arm up and overhead. Keep your hips neutral. Reach your heart up to the ceiling. Maybe look up. So you feel a nice side stretch in your left side body. One more breath. Inhale, reach both arms back overhead. Exhale, frame your right foot with your hands, tuck your left toes under. Inhale in your low lunge here. And then push into your hands. Exhale, reach the right leg all the way up and back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward dog. We stay here for 3 breaths. last one. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands, bring your right knees down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Feel the stretch in your right hip flexor. Walk your left foot a little bit further forward if you want to bend a little bit deeper into your left knee. Make sure your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. It's not flapping in, not flapping out. Keep it steady. Reach your arms up high, maybe look up, maybe find a tiny back bend while you pull the lower ribs in. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Have the opposite thumb on top now. Reach your hands back and down while you reach your heart up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach your arms back overhead. And then exhale, cross, twist yourself over to the left. Don't lose your front knee here. Keep your knee steady. Keep your hips neutral as much as possible. 1 more breath. And then relax your left hand down to your right back thigh. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Find this nice side stretch in the right upper body. Look up, follow your fingers, don't lose your front knee. 1 more breath. And inhale, reach both arms back up overhead. Exhale, hands down, frame your left foot here, tuck your right toes under, breathe in your low lunge. And then push into your hands, exhale, reach the left leg all the way up to the ceiling. And then step the left foot down, downward dog. Two more breaths. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift when you're there. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, slowly rise up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step into your plank here. Now from here, shift your weight into your left side, into your left hand, your left foot. Find your side plank here on the left side body, reaching the right arm up to the ceiling. Now you can find regular side plank. You can modify, bring your left knee down, point the left toe behind you, and then reach your right arm up to the ceiling. You can even come from your high plank and find your tree pose position in your side plank here. 1 more breath. Then with control, find high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or take your chaturanga to inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in your exhale. Breathe out. Hang out in your downward dog here. Push yourself away from the floor, get really long, reach those hips high up and back. And then inhale, reach your right leg high up to the ceiling. Exhale, step the right foot through. Find your high lunge here or bring your left knee down. Be strong here. The back heel's reaching down towards the floor. You're just on your balls of your left foot. The right toes point forward. Right knee stacked over your right ankle. You're not flipping in with your right knee, not flipping out. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your heart up to the ceiling while you reach those hands down towards the floor. Inhale, reach your arms back up overhead. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Reach your arms all the way up and then over to your right. The same side your front leg is. Breathe into the side stretch. Don't lose your neutralized hips. Don't lose your front knee. One more breath. And inhale, reach your arms back overhead. Exhale with control, bring your hands down, frame the right foot. Find the inhale in your low lunge here. And then reach the right leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog. And then downward dog. 3 breaths here. Get long, one more breath. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step the left foot through. Find your high lunge on the left side. Take your time to set it up. Find your balance. Reach your arms up high. Relax your shoulders down. Interlace your hands behind your back. Have the opposite thumb on top now. Reach those hands down while you open your heart up to the ceiling. Bend a little bit more into your front knee here. Hold your front knee steady. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Reach those arms all the way up and then over to your left. Breathe into your right side body here. 2 more breaths. Keep those hips neutralized as much as possible. 1 more breath. And then inhale, reach your arms back overhead. Exhale, frame the left foot, bring your hands down to your mat, breathe in your low lunge. And then exhale, push into your hands, reach the left leg all the way up to the ceiling, and then step it down, downward dog. Take 2 more breaths. From here, bring your knees down, find tabletop. And take a round of cow and cat. Breathing in, dropping the belly button, reaching the heart forward and up. Exhale, cat, round the spine all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale, neutral tabletop here. Keep the hips over your knees, so you might want to walk a little bit back on your mat to have enough space. And then walk your hands forward. Find your puppy stretch here. So we melt the heart, the chest, the forehead down to the floor. Then from here, push into your right hand and then take your left arm and thread it under your right armpit. Thread the needle, relax the left forehead down to the mat. One more breath. And then push back into your right hand. Find your regular puppy stretch here, reaching the left hand forward. And then push into your left hand. Thread the right arm under your left armpit. Relax the shoulder down, the right forehead down. Then push back into your left hand. Find your regular puppy stretch for one last breath. And then walk your hands towards your knees and find cat right away. So spread those shoulder blades. Maybe even come onto your fingertips to find this roundness in your spine. Relax your head down, bring your chin to your chest. Stay here for another breath. And then relax your hands down. Inhale in your tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes, bend your knees and step or hop to the front of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift when you're there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead, get long. Maybe bring your palms to touch. Maybe find a tiny back bend. And then exhale, hinge from your hips, bend your knees, take a forward fold all the way down. From here, keep the left hand under your face, bend into your left knee, reach the right arm up to the ceiling, twist yourself open to the right, take a breath here. 2 more. One last one. And bring your right hand down to the mat. Straighten the left leg, bend into your right knee, reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Relax the left hand down, hang out here for one breath in your forward fold. And plant your hands down, step back into your plank. Breathe in your plank here, then shift your weight into your right side body. Again, modify, bring your right knee down, find your tree pose. Whatever feels good, stay here, 3 breaths. Reach those hips up high. And then with control, find high plank here. Breathe in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or take your chaturanga, 90 degrees bent elbows to inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Two more breaths. One last one. Inhale, reach the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the right knee. Stay here in your scorpion pose. Open your hip. Or find wild thing. Flip your dog. Reach the right arm to the front of the room. Reach your heart up to the ceiling. Breathe in here. One more breath. And then with control. Find your three-legged dog again. Reach the right leg all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, step the right foot next to your left. Downward dog. Stay here, 2 more breaths. Inhale, left leg goes high. Bend the left knee, open the left hip. Stay in a scorpion pose here, or find wild thing. Flip your dog. Reach your heart up to the ceiling. Reach your hips up to the ceiling. Reach the left arm all the way to the front. 1 more breath. And then slowly find your three-legged dog again. Reach your left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And then bring your knees down to your mat. Separate your knees wide. Bring your toes together to touch. And sit back onto your heels. Find your extended child's pose here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay another breath. From here, walk your hands over to the right. Keep the hips steady in your child's pose. Breathe into your left side body. Walk your hands back to neutral. Stay here for an inhale and exhale. And then walk the hands over to the left. Breathe into your right side body. Walk your hands back to neutral. Relax your forehead down. And if you would like, just gently roll your head from side to side to massage your forehead here on the floor. Gently come on up to tabletop. And from here, just sit onto your heels wide away. Open your knees a little bit wider, like hip width apart, maybe even a tiny bit wider. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips point forward to the front of your mat. On your inhale, reach your hips high, squeeze those glutes. If it's available for you, relax your head all the way down. If not, keep the chin to your chest. Reach your hips high, breathe into the stretch. One more breath. And then gently come on back, up, sit down, all the way onto your mat. Extend your legs to the front of your mat. And from here, bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a good squeeze. Reach your heart forward and up. And then grab the right foot. Push. Kick the foot into your hands. Reach your heart forward and up. Find this length in your spine, this openness in your chest. Feel the stretch in your right leg. Left leg is on the floor, pushing down. And then grab your right foot with your left hand on the outside of your right foot. Bring the right hand behind you. Kick the right foot in your left hand. Twist yourself open to the right. Find this length in your spine. See if you can look over your right shoulder here. And then gently bring your gaze back forward. Hold onto your foot. Reach your heart up one more time. And then exhale, gently plant the right leg all the way down. Take a forward fold over your legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly roll yourself back up to seated position. Bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a good squeeze here. Find this long spine again. Open your heart. Pull the shoulder blades together. And then grab your left foot with both hands. Kick the left foot into your hands while you reach your heart forward and up. Breathe in here. And then hold your left foot with your right hand on the outer left side. Bring your left hand behind you. Kick the left foot into your right hand. Gently twist yourself open to the left. Think about breathing in, growing tall. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Maybe look over your left shoulder here. And then gently bring your gaze back forward. Hold on with both hands onto your left foot. Breathe and reach your heart forward and up one more time. And then exhale, gently bring the left foot down. Take a forward fold over your legs. Slowly coming back up to a seated position. Bring the soles of your feet down to your mat. Maybe scoop a little bit forward so you have enough space. And then from here we are going down. If you would like, work with me, work your core, or just lay down if this was already enough for you. Otherwise, reach your heart forward and up. Reach your arms forward and up, parallel to the floor. Engage your core, pull the belly button in. And then gently roll yourself down to the mat. If you'd like, hover over the mat for 3 breaths. One more. And then gently lay all the way back down. Bring both knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. Keep the right knee in your chest. Extend the left leg all the way down to the floor. Stay here for another breath. And then gently with your left hand, guide your right knee over to the left. Open your right arm to the right. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Supine twist here. Think about melting the right shoulder down instead of rotating all the way, lifting it off the floor. Slowly come on back onto your backs. Bring your right knee into your chest one more time. Give it a good squeeze. Bring the left knee up to meet your right. And then keep the left knee in your chest. Extend the right leg all the way down. Flex both feet. Right leg is strong. Pushing into the floor while you gently pull the left knee closer to your chest. And then take your right hand to gently guide your left knee over to the right. Open the left arm to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Find your twist here. Again, melt the left shoulder towards the floor. And slowly come on onto your backs. Bring your left knee one more time into your chest. Give it a good squeeze. Bring the right one up to meet your left. Give both a good hug. Bring your nose to your knees. Really get really tiny, squeeze everything together, become a tiny ball. And then when you're ready, lay down, extend your legs all the way down to the floor. Separate your feet mat width apart. Relax the arms to the sides of your bodies. Palms are facing up to the ceiling to open your chest. Take 3 cleansing breaths here. So breathe in into your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale everything with a sound out. 2 more like this. Breathe into your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale everything with a sound out. 1 last one. Inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale out. And then leave your breath by itself. Try not to focus on it anymore. Let it find its neutral breath pattern. Keep your eyes softly closed. If you haven't closed them yet, please do so. And then shift your focus to your physical body. Left side, right side, back and front, all the way from the crown of your head down to your toes. On your inhale, engage every single muscle in your body. Make fists, flexor point those feet, engage your glutes, your cores, your facial muscles. Really be strong and feel the strength of your muscles for a pause here. And then exhale, let all the tension go. Feel how your body shrinks into the floor, how it gets heavy, but it is supported by it. Feel your facial muscles relaxing, your jaws, your lips. You're even relaxing the tongue from the top of your mouth. And then shift your focus to your mind. Take this moment to observe your thoughts, how they come in, go out, without judging it. And then let your mind be. Let your breath be. Let your physical body be. Find your deep relaxation. Shavasana. Slowly coming back to your bodies. Deepen your breath again. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a last good stretch. Reach your arms up overhead. Point the toes to the front of the mat. And then gently roll over to one side of your body. Pause here in your fetal pose. Take a breath. Gently push yourself up into a seated position at the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head. Take this moment to feel the effects of the yoga practice today. Let's finish our practice with 1 Om together. Take a big inhale.